welcome to Jane Lodha Primary School. Today we are going to learn about chapter 8 from standard 8, a short moon diary. So this is a one type of diary, so you can read the para before you can go through the chapter. Do you know what is a diary? It is a record of personal experience written day after day over a long period of time. You can also use the diary to note down things you plan to do immediately or in future. One the most of the famous diary published as a book of is the Diary of Anne Frank. Here are the few extracts from Ruskin Bond's diary. So basically here the diary means some personal talks or something that you want to share with someone but you can't, and you just note it down in a diary, your experience, your wonders, your adventures, etc., your planning for futures, etc. So let us move to the first. June 24, the first day of the moon mist, and it's a strange how all the bird falls silent as the mist comes climbing up the hills. Perhaps that's what the mist of melancholy not only does in conceals the hill, it blankets them in the silence too. Blankets means covers them in a silence. Only an hour ago the trees were ringing and birds with bird songs, and now the forest is deadly still, and though it is a midnight. So here it's a full of silence. Though the mist Baiju is calling to his sister, I can hear him running around the hillside, but I can't see him. So it is so dark, you can hear the voice because it's so silent, but you can't see because it is dark. June 25. Some genuine early monsoon rain, warm and humid, and not that cold, high altitude stuff we have been having all year. The plant seems to know it too, and the first cobra really reared its head from the ferns, and I walk up to the bank and post office. So, fern means the flowerless plant which feathery green leaves. So it is a plant that will grow after the monsoon season, after the rain comes. Small feathery green leaves you can see in the picture without flowers. The mist affords a certain privacy. A schoolboy asked me to describe the hill station and valley in one sentence, and all I could say was a paradise that might have been. So you can see here the small plants that grow after the monsoon. The rain have heralded the arrival of some seasonal visitors, a leopard, several thousand lychees. Heralded means announced or brought the news of. Yesterday after the leopard lifted a dog from near the servants' quarter below the school, in the evening it attacked one of the Baiju's cow but fled at the approach of the Baiju's mother, who came screaming imprecations. So what is imprecations means? Cures. Curses. Imprecation means curses. As for the lychees, I shall soon get used to a little bloodletting every day. Other new arrivals of the scarlet minivest, the females are yellow, flitting silence among the leaves like brilliant jewels. No matter how leafy the tree, these brightly colored birds cannot conceal themselves, although by remaining absolute silence they sometimes contrive to go unnoticed. Along comes a pair of drones, unnecessarily aggressive, chasing the minivest away. So here is the meaning of scarlet minivest is bright red bird like a cuckoo, Drogno, a songbird with a shoutable. So basically the writer over here has written his experience about some of the few days of the date is June 24 and other date is June 25, then June 27. He has some of the few experience. You can say a tree creepers moves rapidly up to the trunks of the oak tree, snapping up the insects all the way. Now that's the rain are here. There is no rest of the food for the insectivorous bird. So, students, here are the few experience or the things that have experienced by the writer. That is, few facts of the monsoon, the small plant, you can see a few animals that have been arrived due to monsoon. So let's move to for the second part. August 2 now it is. The second part of the diary comes with the August 2, right from after a June, July and August, after approx 1 month. All night the rain has been drumming on the corrugated tin roof. Drumming means falling noisily. The rain was making very much noise due to corrugated tin roof. Tin roof means a steel roof, you can say. There has been no storm, no thunder, just a steady squeeze of a tropical downpour. It helped me to lie awake at the same time. It does not keep me from sleeping. So the rain, there was no storm, no wind, no thunder, no lighting. Thunder means lighting. The rain was falling very heavily that it was making very much noise. So it helped me to lie awake. The writer was not able to sleep. It is good sound to read by. The rain outstrains the quiet within, and although tin roofs are giving the springing unaccountable leak, there is a feeling of being untouched by and yet in touch with the rain. So the feeling was like unaccountable leak, but there was a feeling of untouched, even yet in touch with the rain. Why? The sound was so much that the writer was able to feel the rain inside him. So let's move further. Now it is August 3rd. The rain stops, the clouds begin to break up. The sun strikes the hills on my left. A woman is chopping up sticks. I hear the tinkle of cowbells. In the oak tree, a crow shakes the raindrops from his feathers and cones in the disconsolately. Water drips from leaking drain pipe and suddenly clean and pure, the song of whistling thrush emerges like a dark sweet secret from the depth of ravine. A valley. Ravine means a valley. So here the poet describes the morning, or you can say the atmosphere after the rain. So you can see there was a breakup in cloud, the sun strikes the hill, you can see. Just imagine, the writer has specified each and everything in such a sense that it will create an image in your mind that sun is rising, woman is chopping stick, tinkles of cowbell, everyone is coming out, crow shakes raindrops because he is wet, his feathers, water drips from a leaking drain pipe, suddenly clean and pure song of the whistle. So you can just get an image in your mind by this paragraph that what the writer wants to tell. August 12, endless rain and a permanent mist. We haven't seen the sun for 8 or 9 days. Everything damp and soggy. Now we are to go. Face the room, look out the window at a few bobbing umbrella. At least it isn't cold. Rain. The hillside are lush as late monsoon flower begins to appear. Wild balsam, dahlias, begonias, and ground orchid. So you can see in the picture after the monsoon what has been grown. It's August 31st now. It is the last day of August and the lush monsoon growth has reached its peak. The seeds of the cobra lily are turning red, signifying that the rain are coming to an end. In a few days the ferns will start turning yellow, but right now they are still fern, green and upright. Ground orchids, Mual lady slippers and the white butterfly orchids puts on a fashion display on the grassy slope of the landor. Wild dahlias, red, yellow and magenta, reared their heads from the rocky crevice where they have taken hold. So here is the August 31st. Now the monsoon season coming to an end. So the writer is describing the situation and the atmosphere of the trees that have been grown due to monsoon. Crevice means narrow opening or cracks in the rocks. Snakes and rodents flooded out of their holes and burrows taken shelters in the roof. Attics and godowns, a shoe, weak of eyesight, blunders from the room, much of the amusement of the children. Don't kill it. Edmund says that their grandmother Chucharan Das are lucky, they bring money. Chathunjars are lucky, they bring money. And sure enough, I will receive a check in a mail. Not a very large one, but welcome all the same. October 3rd. We have gone straight from the monsoon into winter. Beginning of Hellstrom, the sky and the hills were suffused with the beautiful golden lights. January 26. Winter reigns in the hill. In the hushed of silence of the house, when I am quite alone and my friend who was here has gone, it is very lonely, very quiet, and as I sat in a liquid silence, a silence within, surrounded by the rhythms of rain, the steady drift of water on leaves, on lemon, on a roof, drumming on reaching dahlias and window panes. So here you can imagine what the writer wants to tell. So you can see the pictures very clearly what he wants to rain in the hills. So this would be some like types of atmosphere when the rain in the hills. While the mist holds the house in the dark, cares means touching or holding lovingly. As I paused near the window, the rain stops and started again. The tree, no longer green but grey, menaced me with their loneliness. Now, last is March 23rd, late March, end of winter. The blackest cold I have ever seen squatted over the Mysore, and then it held to marble for a half an hour, nothing like a hailstorm to clear the sky. Even as I write, I see a rainbow forming. So here is the writer experiencing the end of winter in the late March, and as he was writing, he can see a rainbow forming. So students, that's all for today. I hope you got the basic idea about the diary. A diary is a basically thing that you write sometimes or that you feel and you want to write for yourself. So the writers experience this everything in a winter and monsoons. In each and every date he wrote in the book his experience, and each the words that the writer has used is very intense and it will make you imagine the atmosphere which writer was feeling at that time. So thank you students, have a nice day.